Today, at the age of 71, Hulk Hogan died. Hulk Hogan was a professional wrestler in WWE and WCW. Hulk Hogan had a lot of controversies in his life, including, unfortunately, racism. At one point, he had an intimate tape of himself leaked. And yes, he was a victim at that time, but in that tape, he used racist language in regards to talking about his daughter. It was a really complicated thing. I don't fully understand, but this led to a $100 million lawsuit against Gawker that Hogan would win. Hogan was 71 years old, and it was believed that Hogan used performance-enhancing things during his time in professional wrestling, and he suffered a cardiac arrest. Essentially, his heart stopped working today, and he is no longer with us. Hogan began wrestling in 1977 and retired from professional wrestling in 2012, which is quite a long career. That's 77 to 2010 is 33 years, plus another 2. So he had a 35-year professional wrestling career. Many people say that Hogan was the first person to slam Andre the Giant and the first person to defeat Andre the Giant. Both of those things are untrue, but it is part of the mythos of both Andre the Giant and WrestleMania and Hulk Hogan. He's a 6-time WWE/WWF champion and a 1-time WCW champion, making him a 7-time world champion. So he has 10 fewer championships than John Cena and 9 fewer championships than Ric Flair. He was inducted twice into the WWE Hall of Fame, once as part of the NWO and once as himself, actually, during his first retirement. Remember, Hogan retired multiple times, often running into money issues. He would come back to wrestling to get money before the $100 million lawsuit. That lawsuit did lead to the destruction of Gawker, and I believe also Deadspin as well, because they ran out of money because they had to pay Hogan for that. Now, I will say that Hogan was a victim when that tape was leaked because he did not want that tape out, and I also will say that, yes, people's reaction to it wasn't inappropriate because, he was making racial problems with it. He also mentioned several other times he did some racist things throughout his time in WWE and WCW and just all over. Hogan also was in Hollywood for a little bit. Of course, I'm watching the Vince McMahon documentary, and I had forgotten that Vince did a movie that he wrote with Hogan that was one of the movies of all time. So, yeah, Hulk Hogan died today, and he was 71 years old. Not much to say other than what I've said already, but it's very, very interesting to see. WWE did make a statement on their Twitter today.